Hello kindergartners, first graders, second graders, and third graders. It's Mrs. Hilliard here in Occupational Therapy. I hope you're having a great day. I'm here to show you what we are going to be doing the week of May 3rd. May 9th is Mother's Day, so we are going to make something special for Mom. So we're going to get started. We have our 3 bins, a warm-up, the craft, and then our self-help skills. So for our warm-up this week, you actually won't need anything. You'll just need your body. So we're going to do 3 exercises, and if you work with me in OT in person, you will be familiar with these exercises. So the first one we're going to do is the I don't know exercise, or the shoulder shrug. The second one we're going to do is windshield wipers. And the third one we're going to do are bug squashes. So the reason we do these exercises is to make our shoulders strong for writing. We need good trunk strength and shoulder girdle strength for good writing. So we're going to get started. So the first one is the I don't know exercise, and the reason we call it the I don't know exercise is because it looks like we're saying I don't know. So you're going to put your hands out like this and say I don't know, but you're going to lift your shoulders all the way up to your ears and put them back down. So let's try it one time. I don't know. Now we're going to do 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you should try to bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears so you'll feel those muscles working on the tops of your shoulders. The next exercise we're going to do are windshield wipers. So the reason we call them windshield wipers is because our arms are up in the air and they go back and forth like a windshield wiper. So we're going to try 10 of those. Go ahead and put your arms all the way up, reach for the ceiling, and we're going to cross and open. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you'll feel your muscles working. The last exercise we're going to do is the bug squash. And the reason we call it a bug squash is because we go through the motions like we're squashing a bug in our hands, but we're not going to squash a real bug. So we're going to pretend to put a bug in our hand and bring our hands together. Make sure you keep your elbows out, and we're going to push our hands together. So you'll feel those muscles working on the front of your shoulder. We're going to do 10. So push, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you're going to really feel those muscles working on the front of your shoulder. Make sure you're giving a good push and make sure you're keeping your elbows out. So we're all done with that. We're going to move on to bin number 2. We're going to make our Mother's Day craft. We're going to make a Mother's Day card this week, and you can write on the inside to get practice writing. You'll need yellow paper, a scrap of green paper, and some blue paper. You'll need a couple of markers and scissors and glue and a pencil and writing paper and something circular to trace. So I have my circle tracer this week. If you're really good at drawing circles, you don't need one of these. So we're going to take our yellow paper and our circle tracer and trace the circle. So we're going to go around and stop. And you should have a great circle in the middle of your paper. And we want to try to make it big, so it's a big flower on the front of our card. Now we're going to cut that out. So make sure you're picking up your scissors the right way, thumbs in the little hole. And we want to make sure our wrist is back and not flexed like this when we cut. So hold the paper vertically when you cut. And we're going to get to the line. And then turn our paper to go around the circle. Keep turning the paper. Keep turning the paper. should have a great circle when you're done. All right, so now we're actually going to snip the edges of our circle to make a flower. So you might need a marker for this, or if you're really good at snipping and spacing things out, you could just snip without lines, but I'm going to use lines. So this will work on your finger spacing too. If you're using finger spacing when you're writing, this is a great exercise to work on that. So we're going to make little lines on our flower like this. And then we're going to put one finger down and make another line. Put one finger down, make another line. And we're going to keep doing that all the way around our flower until we have maybe 8 or 10 lines. It'll look like that when you're done. Grab your scissors and snip on those lines. Snip, 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 and snip. And when you're done snipping, put it flat on the table and just bend in 2 or 3 of those petals so it looks like you have a real flower for Mom. Grab an orange marker or a yellow marker or even red. And I want you to draw a circle in the middle of your flower. So when you're done, it will look like that. Make sure you're holding your marker the right way. Pinch it. These fingers should be down against your palm. Make a circle and practice coloring in the lines. And you guys are doing really good at this. You want to make sure that you slow down. You don't want to color too fast. And you want to stay in the lines when you color and color the whole shape, not just the middle. You color the whole shape. All right, grab your green scrap of paper and I want you to draw a line down. So I will do this with you. I'm drawing a line down, and we're going to cut on that line. And you should have a flower stem when you're done. Now I want you to practice drawing that oval that we drew a couple weeks ago. It could be small, it could be big. It will be the leaf for your flower. Practice cutting out the oval. And again, this is good practice cutting small shapes. Now a lot of our standardized tests that we do have this skill on it, so it's good for practice. It's a good gauge of how good you are at cutting. All right, so you have a stem, a leaf, and a flower. Now we need to make the card. So you're going to hold your blue paper like a TV, and you're going to fold it just like a card. And when you open it, it's like opening a book. And grab your glue stick. We're going to take our green stem and we're going to glue it in the middle of our blue paper. And it's okay if it hangs over the edge. We can always snip off the ends. It'll look like that when you're done. And I'm just going to take my scissors and snip off the bottom. Now I'm going to take my glue and put on the flower, just like that. And it'll look like this when you're done. Now it's time to put on your leaf, so grab your leaf and just put it right next to the stem. And I know in speech you work on positioning objects, so next to, the leaf is next to the stem. And when you're done, you'll have a beautiful card. And grab your braiding paper. I want to show you this. I know I've showed you a couple of times, but this is my high rate paper. And you can see where it has a highlighted line to help kids learn to keep their letters on the line. So you can make this with a highlighter at home. You don't have to buy this paper, but if you want to order it, it's Hi-Write, H-I-W-R-I-T-E. So I'm going to show you my sentence. And I wrote, Mommy, Mommy, I love you. Thanks for all the things you do. And you can see that I have good spaces between my words, and you can see that my letters are on the line. So I want you to copy this sentence in your best writing. And I'll hold it up here so you can copy it. All right, if you need more time, you can pause the screen. And if you want to make this card for somebody else, just write that person's name instead of Mommy. So you can write Auntie, or you can write Grandma, anybody special in your life. I'm going to cut this sentence out. And I'm going to glue it inside my card. So I'm just going to put it in the middle and glue it inside my card so I have a very nice message inside of my card. So grab your glue stick, put some glue on the back of your writing paper, and go ahead and glue it inside your card. So it'll look like that when you're done, and then you can just hold it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're all done with bin number 2. We're going to move on to bin number 3. And I know some of you are struggling with those tiny shirt buttons, so I am doing those again this week. So grab that dress shirt, put it down in front of you on the table, line up your buttons first so you know what button goes to what hole. Grab your button like you're picking up a coin, find the hole, push it into the hole, look on the other side, push, and if you need to pull, pull. So we're going to push that button into the hole, and you can look on the other side if you need to, peekaboo, pull it through. So this is a two-handed task. And when you get really good at buttoning, you can do it with one hand. But keep practicing with 2 hands until you get really good, and then do it with 1 hand. So we will practice those together, but if you want to use this video for extra practice, you can do that too. So anyway, we are all done. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in our live session. Happy Mother's Day.